The war in Ukraine, the COVID-19 pandemic, climate change. When it comes to major international events, we often hear about the problems and challenges facing the global south. This term was coined more than half a century ago, but now, when people talk about the global south, they are primarily referring to emerging economies. So is it still a relevant term? Expert opinion differs.
It's true that we hear about this more and more often, including a debate about whether the term makes sense at all. I think it does. And the truth is that it's very commonly used in the global south. That's really where this term has been most popular, and it's been adopted in different ways. And it is useful. It basically is code for countries, some very different countries, but sort of middle powers, developing countries looking to express their own sense of international affairs and strategy. It doesn't always have to be made in the North.
I think that it should be used with a certain amount of careful thought and some discrimination. There's no question that the term Global South is an important rallying cry and embodies a sense of dissatisfaction with established international institutions that embody the geopolitical interest or the economic interests of Western powers. My problem with the Global South is that it's such a catch-all phrase encompassing more than 130 different countries in the world that it doesn't really do justice to the incredible heterogeneity and diversity of the countries that the label purports to describe.
Experts note that some countries are trying to use the global south in their own interests to increase their influence in the international arena. In early 2023, India held a virtual summit called the Voice of the Global South, with the participation of more than 120 states. China, for example, has long been investing in Africa, Asia, and Latin America.